You did not wake up to fight this day alone. The one who spoke the stars into existence has already stepped onto the battlefield on your behalf. Every unseen enemy, every dark whisper that tried to discourage you in the night, is already trembling, because the power of the Almighty is in motion. You may feel surrounded, but heaven's armies surround what surrounds you. You are not here by coincidence. You are here because God is not finished with you. The fear you have carried is about to break under the weight of His presence. Your prayers are not in vain. Your tears have been counted, your struggles seen. And right now, the victory is not a distant hope, it is being forged in the unseen realm. Today, you will not retreat. Today, you will stand. Because God Himself has taken up your cause, and no spiritual attack will prevail. Exodus 14 verse 14 says, "The Lord will fight for you, you need only to be still." There is a profound power in letting God take the lead. Many times, we exhaust ourselves trying to control every outcome, defend ourselves from every attack, or fix every situation. But this verse is a divine reminder. The victory is not about how strong you are, it's about how present He is. Being still does not mean doing nothing. It means standing firm in faith, refusing to let fear dictate your steps. While you stand in trust, God moves in ways you cannot see. The enemy may roar, but his roar is empty when heaven's commander is on the battlefield. Your role is obedience, his role is victory. And when he fights, no spiritual attack stands a chance. Lord, I come before you today with nothing to hide. You see my heart. You see the battles that have surrounded me, those I can name and those I can't even see. I confess, God, that fear has tried to grip me. Doubt has whispered that I am alone. But here I am, kneeling before you, not with empty words, but with the cry of someone who knows that without you, I cannot stand. I am not strong enough to win this fight in my own strength. I am not wise enough to see every trap. But you, Lord, you are my shield, my defender, my fortress. You have never lost a battle, and you will not lose this one. So I place my life, my family, my mind, my future, all of it, under your covering. Rise up, Lord, against every plan of darkness. Break the grip of every chain. Silence every voice that speaks fear. Close every door the enemy tries to open, and open the doors only you can open. Surround me with your angels, surround me with your presence so that even in the thick of the fight, I will stand unshaken. Breathe courage into my soul today, Lord. You know how many times I've wanted to give up, how many mornings I've woken up feeling the weight of the fight before the day even began. But right now, I choose to believe you more than I believe the noise around me. I choose to believe that while I am speaking these words, you are moving in the unseen, redirecting attacks, dismantling traps, shifting outcomes. I choose to believe that no weapon formed against me will prosper, not because I am untouchable, but because you are unstoppable. Father, I need you to lead me. Not just to protect me, but to guide my steps so I walk in alignment with your will. Because I know that the safest place I can be is not hiding in fear, but standing exactly where you've called me to stand. Lord, you know how many times I've delayed obedience. How many times I've told myself, I'll start tomorrow, only to watch tomorrow become another wasted day. You know the moments when I've let fear disguise itself as caution, when I've called it waiting on you, but deep down I was simply afraid to take the step you told me to take. Father, forgive me for every time I've allowed hesitation to rob me of my purpose. Forgive me for the opportunities I've missed because I was more focused on my own comfort than on your call. Today, I stand before you and I break that cycle. I will not wait for the perfect moment, because the perfect moment is the one you have given me, now. I will not keep staring at the mountain when you've already told me to climb. I will not keep praying for an answer when you've already given the instruction. God, align my mind with your truth. Let every thought that tries to hold me back be brought captive to the obedience of Christ. Replace my fear with faith, my hesitation with holy urgency. Remind me that delayed obedience is still disobedience. And I don't want to live another day outside of the flow of your will. Let my hands work on what you've called me to do, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Let me see my assignment not as a burden, but as an honor to be trusted with kingdom work. Because the enemy wins when I stay idle. But when I move with you, every step becomes a strike against his plans. Lord, strengthen my spirit so I won't confuse busyness with purpose. Let my actions be intentional, my decisions spirit-led, my goals aligned with heaven's timeline. Lord, the battle I face is not of flesh and blood. It is unseen, relentless, and determined to drain my hope. But I will not bow to fear, because greater is the one who is in me than the one who is in the world. Father, I step into this moment not as a victim but as a warrior covered in your armor. I fasten the belt of truth around my waist so no lie from the enemy can deceive me. I take up the shield of faith to extinguish every fiery arrow aimed at my mind, my family, and my future. I put on the helmet of salvation to guard my thoughts, so I never forget who I am and whose I am. And with the sword of the Spirit, your word, I strike down every falsehood, every fear, every accusation, until only your truth remains standing. I know, Lord, that spiritual warfare is not comfortable. It is not quiet. It demands focus, discipline, and unwavering faith. So I ask you to renew my vision. Open my eyes to see beyond the chaos. Let me discern what is from you and what is designed to distract me. Replace my blurred, tired sight with clarity so sharp that I can identify the enemy's schemes before they reach my doorstep. Give me the courage to stand in the gap for my family, my church, my community, to intercede until the chains break and the atmosphere shifts. Lord, do not let me become passive in the fight for my destiny. Let me stand like David before Goliath, not measuring the size of the giant but remembering the size of my God. Lord, as I reach this moment of prayer, I feel the weight of everything I've laid at your feet. The storms, the fears, the delays, the battles, they are all before you now. And yet, even in the stillness, I know you are moving. I sense your presence pressing back the darkness, shifting the atmosphere around me. I breathe deep, not because the fight is over, but because I know I am not alone in it. You, God, are my rest in the chaos, my calm in the war. You remind me that rest is not the absence of battle, it is the awareness of who fights beside me. So I choose to anchor my heart in that truth. But Lord, I also know that rest is not an excuse for retreat. You have called me to stand. You have called me to act. You have called me to live in a way that matches the prayers I've prayed. So today, I will not simply ask you for deliverance, I will walk in the steps that align with your victory. I will not hide in the shadows when you have called me to shine your light. I will not postpone my obedience, thinking there will always be more time. My time is now. My decision is now. And I know that as I step forward, you are already there, making a way, guarding my back, and carrying me when I cannot carry myself. Maybe today you will pray, but still live like someone who has already given up. Or maybe today will be the day you finally decide to live like you believe God's promise. Which will it be?